Hi, you're right. Today's lesson is all about logo design. You have previously created logos for your ice cream parlor. So today I'm going to be showing you a different software we can use to create logos. If you have a little look at this starter, so we've got a few different logos here. What I'd want you to think about is the different logos, what colors they use and why. So for example, this Animal Kingdom logo is very green, okay? So you might want to think a little bit about why would the Animal Kingdom want their logo to be green? And then you can have a little look at the different sort of colours they're using. There's quite a lot of yellow in them. This one's quite plain compared to some. Just have a little think about what you would like your logo to look like. Then the first thing that I want you to do is have a little think about what yours is going to look like and draw out a little plan. So you can just get a plain piece of paper and a pencil and draw a little box and think about what you would like to have inside in your logo and what you would want it to possibly say and what you want it to look like, what images you would include. Once you have done that, you can start thinking about how we're going to create it. So in this PowerPoint that is on Study Zone, it goes through what we would have used in school, so Serif Draw Plus. If you have that in the house, you could use that if you wanted to, but what we're going to use today is Adobe Spark. So if you get a new page open and open up Hub for me, I've already signed in. So if you could sign in for me, and then if you scroll down, you should be able to see this Adobe Spark, and this is what we're going to be using today. So it should come up with this page for you as well, and then we want this sort of shape for our logo. It doesn't matter that it says Instagram, so it's just the shape that we're looking for. So if we click on that, and you should end up coming to a page looking like this. If you've got a template here, you can just X that off. And as you can see, we've got a nice square to start our work on. So the first thing that I have done is gone into backgrounds, and there's a couple of different backgrounds there if you wanted to use any of those. So you could have more of a pattern or a plain background, or what you could do is go onto photos. So what I've done is upload a photo, and I've used this background here. So in Google, you can have a little look for theme park backgrounds. There's all these different ones, okay? I've picked this sort of cartoon looking one. And what I've done is right click, save image as, and then in my documents, I have got my ICT folder, year 8, and theme park images, and that is where I have saved it with it titled as background. So once you have saved an image that you like, in Adobe Spark then you can upload a photo. So upload photo, and you go and find it in your documents, and we can open it there, and that's what I'm going to use as my background. Okay, so you can X that off and just make it slightly bigger so it fits in the box. So once you've done this, you can have a little go at adding some text. So if we click on text, there's some templates down there, but what you can do is add your own text. So this is when you should be thinking about probably adding your theme park name to your logo. So I'm going to put something like Buckley Park, and you can have a little look at what name you came up with and add it in here. Okay. So as you can see then, this has come up on the right hand side. So we have got different colours, sizes, and different effects that we can make so we can make this text look better. So if we have a little look at the color, so if we click on that, there's different colors at the top. There's some suggested ones as well, or you can have a little look down here and pick whatever color you would like yours to be. And you can have a little look at the size there. You can change the size if you wanted to, and these different alignments. Okay, and here's something quite nice, some little effects that you could have. So you could have it all in a circle, you can have it curved in a semicircle. It's completely up to you. We've also got this sort of transparency tool here, which you can have a little play with different things. Once you've got the way of your text, the shape of it, you can actually scroll down here and there's these effects. Okay, so you've got things like shape. So if you click on that and click this arrow, there's all different types of things you could add to your text. So for example, if we added just something like this, and if you scroll up slightly, you'll see this is your text color, your main text color that you chose. And then behind it, you have this thing called effects color. So if we click on that, and for example, click different color, you can see then that this shape has come up around my text, and I've got a little slider there that can change it the way it looks. So there's a couple of different effects that you could have. So you can have the shape there, you could have shadow, you can add a shadow to it and play around with those effects. You can have an outline. So as you can see, there's outline in my text. And again, if you just click the box at the top, you can change the color for you. So I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. I'm going to add these to mine. So mine now looks a little bit like that. So you can add more images if you wanted to. So you can Google anything that you want to put onto there and add some more images. You can also have a little look at these icons. So for example, you can search for an icon. Shall we say sun? And we could add a sun onto there. X that off. You can make it bigger or smaller, whatever size you want. This is just a quick example. Pop that in the corner. And then as you can see, this has come up again. So they've got the color here, where you can change the color if you wanted to. And have a little play around with these again if you want. So you want to try and think about adding some sort of background, your website name, and you can have a little play around with the different effects with that. You can add an icon or another photo and add as much as you can there to make your logo look nice and professional. So if you want to change the name of your project at the top, so this is theme park logo. And then what I will do, it will save it in your Adobe Spark, and when you go back to the beginning, it'll tell you what project you have there, and you can save it there. What you could also do is download it if you wanted to. You could download it, and then in your purple booklet you could insert pictures and insert your picture there. Or what you could possibly do is use your snipping tool like so. and put it into your pupil booklet that way. Pick whichever way works best for you. So we can pop that in there. And then, once you've done that, you can write a little bit about what you did, how you did it. And then once you've done another logo, you can pick one and explain which one you have chosen and why. But there is no rush. I've set this for you to do over 2 lessons. So what you can do is plan a logo and then create one in Adobe Spark, 1 lesson. And then the second lesson, you can plan another one and create another, because I want it to be done really well and I want you to take your time and I don't want you to rush through it. So you've got 2 lessons to complete your logos and write a little bit about them. So then as your plenary, I want you to think about, why do companies have logos? So as you can see, you've got the Apple logo there. So I want you to think, why do companies have logos? And then when you've come up with a couple of ideas, have a little look at your logo and think, does your logo match what you have written? Okay, so make sure your logos are really good, really professional, and I can't wait to see them. I hope you enjoy these lessons and hopefully speak to you all soon.